Hello everyone, this is Project Turtle, and today I just wanted to give you a quick update on some of my turtles in my turtle room that I am currently in. It's just a basement storage area, but I have everything hooked up correctly for the most part. I still have to add some more filtration, a couple of more lamps, but this has been an incredible 3 weeks of exploring and building and all sorts of stuff. I'm pretty sure some of you guys are wondering, how are you managing all these turtles and you still haven't set up your lights and filters? Very simple. You take your turtles outside when it's sunny for sun, and you bring them back in before it gets too hot. So I just set a timer for roughly 2 hours, and every other day or every 2 days I change out the water completely. So this is one way you could kind of bypass setting up a more permanent turtle enclosure with filtration and proper lighting. There's a couple of tanks that are set up correctly and some of them aren't, and I'll get that to them in a moment, but let me show you some turtles that are eating. Alright, welcome back. There is Gladys right there, that beautiful flower backing ornate diamondback terrapin. There is Sashimi right there, the smaller albino red ear slider. That is Sashimi, the bigger one. We're hoping we get a pair, but it doesn't matter. I'm just glad that they're healthy and doing well. That one is Bowser, and then this one is Gladys. That one is Sanja. This one's Gladys. The reason I know is Sanja's a little bit lighter, and looks like she wants to eat my fingers. I'm gonna give them a little bit more food. I've been feeding them once every 3 days, mainly because their enclosure, I just put some black tea in there for them, and they went through a bit of a fungus problem as soon as I arrived here, and it's been a bit of an issue for me. Luckily, these 3 turtles do not have it. There is Star, clearly a male. Yeah, that's right, it's a male. And then there is Blue, and then over there, being a derp, is Mustache. And then in here are the tortoises, which are probably sleeping because I just turned on their lights. So I'm gonna feed these guys a little bit more food. Good old Omega 1 adult sticks, because my ornate diamondback terrapins primarily are carnivorous and they eat a lot of, I'm willing to bet, seafood. Snails, crabs, fish, other invertebrates and crustaceans, so I like to give them that as well. And then occasionally I will feed them Hikari sticks, which is full of mostly vegetable matter, because according to some of the experts I talked to, that's what diamondbacks, terrapins need sometimes to help shed their scutes. Obviously these guys are nowhere close to shedding scutes. Even with this poor lighting, you can see that flower backing right there. You can you can see it. It's radiating all over, and in the sunlight they look truly amazing. I should get a better shot, but you can see right there next to the neck, and right here, that they went through a bit of a fungus problem, and all their skin is shedding off. Their fungus is coming off, so I'm happy about that. No more fungus problems with these guys, thankfully, but I will continue to treat them for another 2 weeks till they're fully clear, because this fungus stuff is atrocious. It just keeps coming back on some of the turtle enclosures. One of the turtle tanks I completely eradicated was this tank, and it is a nightmare disgusting look because I put black tea in here plus medication to get rid of their fungus, and I have a video upcoming about my fun times of fungus. But they're doing really good. There's scutes, there is skillet, and then there's metalloid, and they're doing all well here so far. These guys just got a quick water change as well. That is Littlefoot right here, this little guy. And then this one is, we call him Puppy because he's kind of like a puppy dog. He doesn't bite our finger ever, and he just follows us. And these guys are kept together mainly because they get along and they don't attack each other. Littlefoot has a little bit of an aggression problem. He likes attacking the bigger turtles. I don't know why. And then there's big old Blindy just chilling. Blindy is the one turtle that kind of goes outside every day for 2 hours and gets her sun, and there's no filter, sadly, and barely a basking dock, but she's doing pretty well. Here's the mama turtle that I've been treating every single day. She is pretty much in permanent dry dock mode while she's healing up. Right now she's just getting a snack and a drink of water, so hopefully she'll eat some food. Probably not because I'm in here. Here's some rosy red minnows I picked up to put in the pond pretty soon here, once I get my pond system working. So there's a video upcoming about that. And the main reason I'm doing this video is to show everyone that I am still doing my hobby. I've just been incredibly busy to the point where I can't film. I just don't have time to like charge my batteries, and when I do charge my batteries, I forget. Here are my tortoises. They're buried and eating in here. This is just a temporary enclosure, obviously. Their water is dirty, as always. But they're doing pretty good. I did rehome one tortoise. One of our viewers really wanted a beautiful baby tortoise, and I was willing to give it to her because she was my neighbor back in the West Coast. So I'm down to 3. One of my tortoises did pass away, and that was incredibly sad. We don't know what happened. I started with 5, now I'm down to 4, now I'm down to 3, but these guys are doing very well. I think this one's called Pineapple because of the irregular split scutes here and beautiful white markings that are coming out. But all the tortoises are doing well. I need to get them a bigger enclosure. I promise I will. I apologize if this is literally the most basic tortoise enclosure ever. And I just have this light styrofoam up here, mainly to keep some of the humidity in and the heat in. So it's a little bit cooler, hotter in there at night. And these guys are doing very good, as you guys saw before. This is getting a complete water change, and I'm gonna put new black water in for those guys to help eradicate the fungus completely. And I'll probably put a little bit of medication in there, and I'll do that once a week until it's all gone. Here's my incubation setup. Originally I put the lid on there, and there's the date where the eggs were laid, May 19th. So it's almost been about a month. I have not candled these eggs. I have not wanted to disturb them. Originally I put the lid on there and the humidity stayed at like 99%, and I was like, holy crap, that is really, really humid. So I originally closed the lid and the humidity was getting too high as well. So I have a crack in the system, and it's staying roughly between 77 and 82 degrees, which is perfectly fine. 5 degrees difference. It's not gonna hurt the turtle eggs at all. We're hoping these are fertile, but we aren't sure yet of what's going on. I should probably put the probes near the eggs, like so. But things seems to be working just fine. I'll probably have to change out the water one of these days just to prevent too much excess bacteria growth in there. But we'll see in about 2 months if we get any eggs. Oh, excuse me, I got some burps coming. Alright, so they're done eating already, so I guess I'll feed them a little bit more, because I only feed them, like I said, once every 2 to 3 days now. I've been feeding them a lot less, mainly just to keep their water cleaner, and also because I have been so busy with my outdoor projects, and there is some amazing content that's coming up, so I hope you guys are ready for that. But I hope you guys don't mind watching some turtles eat for a minute. I can't believe these turtles started, this small, literally a quarter of that size of what they are now. So they're doing truly amazing. Bowser has grown. He is definitely less shy. He will eat in the containers now. I think partially it's due to tough love. I've stopped feeding them in their enclosure, which is up there. So that's really cool. The red ear sliders were born, I think, in late 2019, and it's 2021, and these guys are tiny still. I can't believe how small they are. I wonder if they're just gonna stay small or they're gonna grow eventually, but it happens. So I hope you guys like that quick update on what's going on in my turtle room, and to show everyone that I am still within the hobby. Oh, here's a cool thing I did. One day I got so bored, I went outside and collected isopods, and I've been literally putting my tortoise scraps in here. There's some fungus growing, but I don't really care about that. And the isopods are doing great. So there you go. There's a lot of springtails mixed in there, and the isopods are looking really good. Here, I'll zoom in a little bit so you can see the cute little isopods. But yeah, I started a colony. Colony, holy moly. I am tired when I start slurring words. But yeah, they're doing very good. Usually I put in the tortoise leftover food in here, which is mostly dandelion greens, lettuce, kale, a little bit of Missouri tortoise food, or the Zuma tortoise food, whatever's left over. And they've been just doing very well. They like this piece of bark that I put in here, and it looks good. So I might do a video on these guys one of these days. Probably not, because like I said, my channel is mostly about turtles and tortoises. It's called Project Turtle. But maybe one day I could incorporate it if a viewer really wants to see how I created their cheap setup. Alright, let's see. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, and till next time. Thank you so much.